Hi, folks. No, I'm over here. Over here, folks. Hi. Hi, everybody. Over here. Hi, folks. The costumes didn't come out right. We have, I think, something like 25 costumes. And this is the start. This starts the season or it ends the season. Do you know that 285 TV shows have been made by Mr. Benny Raphael and Glendora for 75 TV stations from Boston to San Diego? I've been making 2 SD cards, 2 cameras, to send the show to Albany, Bethlehem, and to QPTV, Queens Public Access Television. But he told me that you can make an SD card on the computer. Did you know that, Benny?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes.
So all I have to do is put the SD card into the computer because the programs are already uploaded onto the computer because they have been on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Right, Benny?
Yes.
And I just have to transfer the file from the computer to the SD card?
Yes.
Oh, you people are so smart. And I've gone 6 or 7 years not knowing that and doing all this hard work for nothing. Robert Jackson is going to sponsor Reine Horst spiritual gospel music, Western style, and on Yonkers TV. Isn't that great? And so now they have a shared Dropbox. I have paid $700 this year for that Dropbox, and George Durnford has maybe got 2 or 3 shows out instead of like 40. So we're waiting, and then Mr. Jackson made it even easier for Mr. Durnford. He sent him the shows that I send Mr. Jackson on MPEG-2 and also on MOV. So really, Mr. Durnford, all you have to do is just this and send those shows out Dropbox to about 10 more TV shows, TV stations. And Robert Jackson already does 16 TV stations by file transfer protocol. He uses Dropbox, he uses Google Chrome, he uses TelView Connect, he uses FileZilla. No, that's Chatham Charter who uses FileZilla. How would we do this unless we were all brothers and sisters? Unless we were all working together, folks. Do you feel the oneness? Do you feel the allness? Do you feel that onlyness? That God is? And do you feel that you're not apart from God? You are not. You're some of God. You're an area of God. We're all together in an area of God. And who was that? That was Google, Benny?
Yes.
And he plays a harmonica?
Yes.
And what is he saying?
I think it was a Facebook notification.
Thanks, Ben.
No problem.
Do you feel that allness and that oneness, that we're all brothers and sisters, we're all one, and together we work and have the fun of keeping the universe what? Going, growing, glowing. I do. I feel it right now anyway. That oneness, that allness, that wholeness. Folks, I'm going to tell you about this leg This the knee has lost its ability to walk almost entirely. But you know what Mary Baker Eddy says that will cure sickness, sin, and death. You know how do you get rid of sickness, sin, and death? Well, through the pangs of atonement. You say, I'm sorry for what I did wrong and I'm making up for it. And the sufferings that it has brought you. And for every effort you make to reform, that counts. Every effort you make to reform. And every good thought and good deed. And you can erase it, and then she says, and be on a spiritual level. And if you're on a spiritual level, that's the God level, and God knows no pain, so you're not going to have any pain in the knee. And eventually the Christian Science are working on the eyesight to come back. And their testimonials are so great. Thousands and thousands of testimonials who read the book Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures, and they were healed. So that's where we are. I know the best thing for me to feel the allness of God is to do something nice for somebody. So I called the Christian Science practitioner in Mill River, and I asked if she knew of anybody there who needed some money. And she gave me the name of a church. And so I'm going to send 2 checks to that church, and I'm going to say it's for Informa Pauperis, a poor person. And the other one will say for a poor person. And then I feel the allness of God. We count our blessings, we give thanks, we give joy. Stop the cruel. Oh, stop the cruel.
The Glendora Vegetarian Club loves and prays for you. We want you to have purification of living harmlessly, no animal products. You are not going to make it unless you are vegan.
I say that you can't make it with God. You can't have the peace of God unless you are vegan. You just can't go out and kill animals and eat them. No, you have to have vegan.
We are in year number 9, 33,000 of...
Oh, that's how much money we spent, Benny. $33,000 in the Glendora Vegetarian Club.
For donation to animal societies, vegan food, and other vegan diet.
What are those 3?
Vegan free dinners and 56,000 for airtime for vegan commercials on...
That's right. That doesn't include the 56,000 that the airtime costs for the vegan commercials to help the animals.
Burger King has a vegan Whopper.
Burger King has a vegan Whopper.
Subway has a vegetarian meat sandwich.
They do.
Virgin Wolf has over 30 vegan options with a vegan lifestyle and television dedication. Glendora lives at 92 with no doctors or medication.
Let's go back to Bergen and Wolf. There's one in Albany, folks, and it was so successful. There's one in Troy, and it's an all vegan menu. And as Benny says, it's 30 options. And then, did you have a poem to say, honey?
With a vegan lifestyle and a television dedication, Glendora lives at 92 with no doctors or medication.
Thank you, Wayne Collins.
Jokes. Why was the baby shoe crying?
I don't know. Why was a baby shoe crying?
Because his mother was a sneak and his daddy was a loafer. A mother and 2 daughters were walking along the sidewalk. One daughter asked, "Why do you have to be quiet when you walk by a church?" The other daughter said, "People inside are sleeping." What's the difference between like and love?
What is the difference between light and love? A minister asked a boy.
The boy said, "I love my mom and dad, but I love my bubblegum. Jokes.
Be blameless and harmless as a child of God without rebuke in the midst of a wicked and perverse, is it generation?
Yes, generation.
Shine your light on the world.
Decency rules. Do not let anybody change your mind. Stand up for what's right. We are winning after all is said and done. The only thing that matters is how did you treat others.
The message, the mission is, after all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. And then what does it say, Benny?
See the vegan commercials to help the animals on Channel 6 CBS News.
Channel 6:30 p.m. News,
6:30 p.m. News.
Channel 6 WRGB CBS,
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
Alright.
Vegan commercials to help the animals. The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect those of the management nor staff of Staten Island Community TV. Was produced using the facilities of Staten Island Community TV. Copyright 2020.